So what's up guys, this is Amitesh here from Ray Technologies, and in today's video, let's talk about the Zhiyun Smooth Q, which if you don't know is a 3-axis smartphone gimbal. Now I borrowed this thing almost 3 weeks back from a good friend of mine, Shomodip Patro, and since then I have been using it thoroughly almost each day. And so after using it for 3 weeks, I thought it's now the time to share my experience with you guys about the Zhiyun Smooth Q. So with that being said, if you are interested in buying a smartphone gimbal, specifically the Zhiyun Smooth Q, then this video might be of some help to you. So with that being said, without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the video.
I'll be your inspiration, 'cause I know that you'll do just what you're told. I'll be
Now, when I got the Zhiyun Smooth Q for the first time, it was in a hardshell carrying case. And if you want to know more about the unboxing experience of the Zhiyun Smooth Q, here's a card to show me this video on that. Now coming back to the topic, let's talk about the hardshell carrying case. Now this thing makes the Zhiyun Smooth Q extremely easy to travel around with. It's well protected, it's made of good quality material, and the best part is that you receive a lot of strange comments while you're carrying the Smooth Q in that hardshell carrying case. Like, is there a violin? Is there a guitar? And one of the fun facts, I was caught at the Guwahati airport at the security check, and those guys there almost thought that I was carrying some kind of ammunition with me. So yeah, keep that thing in mind. Now when I first held the gimbal in my hand, it felt a bit heavy to me. Don't get me wrong, it's not too heavy, but it certainly has a bit of heft to it. But I got used to the heft after using it for 10 to 15 minutes, so that's not an issue. Now talking about some hardware aspects of the Smooth Q, this thing is made of fully plastic. I mean, Zhiyun had to do that because it's a budget gimbal, and to cut down the cost you need to sacrifice on something, so you don't get metal here. But what you get is good quality plastic, and the build is quite sturdy in hand. Now after I got the gimbal, the next thing I did is to mount my smartphone onto it. Now it will take you some time, you're not doing it for the first time, but after I got used to it, it was just a piece of cake for me. Now you adjust the two knobs given in the gimbal and make your smartphone perfectly balanced such that your smartphone stands on the gimbal perfectly balanced when your gimbal is standing on a flat surface and it's turned off. I hope it makes some sense, because if not, just rewind the video and I think you will get the point. Now after you have mounted your smartphone perfectly on the gimbal, just tighten up the knobs and you are all good to go. Now hold on the record or the power button, whatever you like to call it, and your gimbal is turned on. Now there are 3 modes in the gimbal. Let's talk about the first one, which you are currently in after you turn on the gimbal. That is the free or the pan following mode. Now in the pan following mode, when you move your hand, the gimbal follows your motion and it stabilizes the whole shot. That's come in really handy if you are into vlogging and stuff. And the next mode is the lock mode. Now when you just press the mode button once, you enter the lock mode. Now in the lock mode, it's pretty plain and simple. The phone stabilizes one frame, that is your phone is locked into one position when I put it in layman's term, and irrespective of how you move your hand or whether you move at all, it doesn't matter, your phone and the gimbal will try to lock up the same frame and your shots will be stabilized. Now the next mode on the list is the tilt mode, and that's the last mode of the list. To enter the tilt mode, you just have to press the mode button twice and you enter the tilt mode. Now as the name suggests, in the tilt mode only the tilt axis works, that is you can only tilt the phone left or right, and the other axes are locked as in the lock mode. So these are the 3 modes that you get with the Smooth Q, and if you ask me what was my experience with the modes, then I would say the pan following mode and the lock mode were the most useful ones. The tilt mode, not that much. So now guys, let's talk about the software aspect of the Zhiyun Smooth Q. Now you have to download this application called the Zhiyun Assistant app from the Play Store. I will also leave the link in the description box below, and this app will guide you to download another application called the Zhiyun Play app. Now in the Zhiyun Play app, you have to just click on the connect to device button with your Bluetooth turned on, and your smartphone will automatically pair with the Smooth Q, and then it will enter the camera mode. Now this camera mode has tons of features. It will get full manual controls on your video, ranging from ISO, shutter speed, white balance, manual focusing, manual zooming, and not only that, you get some other features like moving time lapses, slow motion video, and a lot more. So I would suggest you that even if you don't have the gimbal, just give this application a shot. I'm sure you will love it. It's an awesome app both for photos and videos when it comes to manual controls. Now coming back to the topic, the Smooth Q and the application work pretty well. You get some stellar results when you are talking about moving time lapses and slow motion video. In Android, the app is a bit unstable, like the things like subject tracking do not work that well, but if you have an iOS device, this app works like a charm. So now guys, let's talk about some other features, starting with battery life. Now, I won't think you will believe me on this, but when I first got the Smooth Q, it was 100% charged, and since then, it's almost been 3.5 weeks now I'm shooting this video, and the Smooth Q is already with me, and I'm gonna return it in a couple of days. I have not put the Smooth Q on charge a single time. The battery remaining is almost 39%, and on my estimate, if you use it like me almost each day for around 1 to 1.5 hours, then it will easily last you for a month or so, and that's pretty awesome. Now, not only your battery is charging up the or powering up the gimbal, it can be also used to charge your smartphone via an USB cable. Yeah, you heard me right, you have a USB port at the bottom of the gimbal, and with that port you can charge your smartphone if it's low on juice while you are shooting, and that's quite a handy feature, and I used it a couple of times. The charging speeds are not that great, but the 5V 2A output is decent for almost all smartphones if you are running on low on juice when you are shooting. Now after the battery life, let's talk about some other features like a small screw to mount your gimbal on the tripod. That's quite handy, and you also get a small micro USB port to charge your gimbal with it. I've not charged it and I don't know how much time it will take, but just on an estimate, just put it on charge the whole night and I will say you just got another month of use in your hands. So now guys, I have talked about the software aspect, the battery life, the hardware quality and all of that thing of the Smooth Q, and let's talk about the results or the video footage that you get with the Smooth Q. And trust me, I was amazed. Being a first time gimbal user, I did not expect much from the gimbal, but the results I got were stellar. If you want to see some of them, I will leave them at the end of the video, so go ahead. I will leave the timestamp here. If you want to check out the results, just skip to that part of the video and you will see some stellar results. Those shots all are unedited and I just put them raw from my phone into the video timeline, and they are completely unedited. So go ahead and check the results, you will be amazed. Now we are almost done. I talked about all the software, the hardware, the battery life and the results of the Smooth Q. But should you buy the Smooth Q for yourself? Now, based on my experience, I'm pretty damn impressed with the Smooth Q. And as I'm a smartphone videographer, this tool is extremely useful for me. But currently, I don't feel that I need the Smooth Q. Why you ask? Because the results of the Smooth Q can be attained just with a Gorilla Pod and some post-production tweaks, and the results that you get with that are pretty damn similar to that of the Smooth Q. Yeah, you get all the results with the Smooth Q just out of the box when you just turn it on, but you can get things done with some simple equipment as I do. So if you have the money and you're looking for buying a budget gimbal, you can go for the Smooth Q. It's an awesome one, and for the price you are paying, you get a lot of features with it. So with that being said guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, thanks a lot for watching and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.